Today I wanted to share how to awaken to your power. So what is your real power? In terms of power, I am speaking about energy, your life force. Metaphysically speaking, everything is energy, right? Everything has a frequency and vibration to it. Nowadays, what people are programmed to consider power is money. But the truth is that money is always flowing. And to align with this frequency, you have to align with your power, right? You have to know what your true power is. Your true power is your energy. At your core, you are a divine being with magical power. You can attract whatever you desire, including that of money, right? So as soul, we are infinite. But the body, the avatar that we're in, can only maintain a certain amount of energy, right? Your power. And this is why it's important, because we're often being drained of this power. We have to stand in our power. So the first thing to do is to acknowledge, what are you giving your power to, your energy to? And these are the things that are constantly in your life. So they do say that your energy, your frequency, is always affected by the 5 things that are constantly in your life, right? And these things are either empowering you or disempowering you. So acknowledge, what are you giving your power to? Now, if these things are disempowering you, it can continually drain you from your life force, like literally. Because again, the body can only maintain a certain amount of energy, and the way we distribute this energy depends how fast we are drained, right? Such as diseases. Now, diseases are technically negative energies that are in your body or in your aura, and when you don't, transform these energies or heal, these things have the potential to manifest in the body into diseases, right? And that's literally just what it is. Like I was saying as well, these things can be people, right? People can drain your energy. Like you arguing with someone constantly, you're constantly giving them your energy. And then there's addictions, right? When the materialism has control or power over you. So you're constantly giving your energy, your power to these materialistic things, right? And these are called addictions for a reason. Now, your own mind can also be disempowering, right? Certain beliefs, and these beliefs can lead to illness. Say something happened to you in the past, and this is something you're constantly thinking about. You're holding a grudge to it, right? So you thinking about the past is you giving energy to that, again, from your present body. Because time is non-existent. Time doesn't exist. So when you're thinking about the past, you're actually there mentally, right? Holding on to things that no longer serve you is another way of disempowerment. And this can also be people, right? Not just things in the mind. Now, if you acknowledge that these things are draining you, this just amplifies it, because remember that where you place your attention, energy is constantly flowing. So that just drains you even faster. So get to know what your power symbols are. How to be in your power. So like I said, the first thing is to acknowledge your power symbols. Become aware of what empowers and disempowers you. And then you either have a choice, right? You either let it drain you, or allow and flow. Don't be resistant to change, to what you need to change. If you have to let go of certain thing, someone, whatever it is, do it. You know when you're being resistant, right? And then you can change the direction of your energy. If you no longer are going to give your power away to things that disempower you, you can then focus on other things that empower you. This is you reclaiming your power, your energy. You have the right to reclaim this power. Okay? But it starts with you taking that step. Okay? Taking your power back is simply saying no to the symbols that have power over you. You're no longer going to be giving that away, your energy. This empowers and activates your solar plexus chakra. So your solar plexus chakra is about your internal power. This has to do with the relationship you have with yourself. So things like your self-esteem, your confidence, and self-love. So if you lack any of these, it's because of your power, right? You don't feel empowered. And this energy center is located above your navel, and it is always seen as yellow. It is also your third energy center. So to become empowered, you have to learn how to honor yourself. Once you know your worth and recognize what your true power is, right? You embody it. And this gives you the confidence, the self-esteem, and self-love. It is all connected. This is all about the solar plexus. Honoring yourself is about knowing who you are and that you do have a choice to either constantly be empowered or disempowered. Now, another reason why you may feel disempowered is that you don't know who you are or who you want to become. So this chakra is very active during your adolescence time because that is when we start exploring within ourselves, right? Who we are and all that. And it does include your personality, your ego, and your self-worth. And I'm here to tell you that, you don't always have to know who you want to become. You could just be open to the things that inspire you or bring passion into your life. Because these things will guide you and help you stay on this frequency of love. And they will help you understand who you want to become at your core, right? So the next chakra is the heart. And if you didn't know, each chakra is a level of consciousness. Within that, there's a lesson in every chakra. So the solar plexus, you have to learn how to be in your power, learn who you want to become, right? And then this opens up the way to evolve into the heart space. But your passions and things that inspire you will help you identify who you want to become at your core, right? From your heart. These are passions for a reason. And your passions are things that empower you and keep you in the frequency of love. So allow yourself to explore and be guided by your heart. Your passions will lead you to your most authentic self. The heart is the bridge to the higher realms, the higher frequencies as well, right? So this will help you find self-love. Align with the person who is in love with themselves. So all of this will lead you to a journey of self-love and self-discovery. Allow yourself to be open to the things that are guiding you home. And this is how you will come into your power and your authentic self. It's really a journey within. Once you know who you are, who your authentic self is, right? And why you came here and all that, you feel empowered because you know at your core, and no one can tell you otherwise. No one can have power over you. Whether you want to give your power away, that's up to you. Once you find yourself, you can then align with that frequency of money. Because when you're doing things from the heart, from your authentic self, it just aligns. You attract instead of chasing. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you so much for watching this video.